Committee Democrat is trying to clear up questions on mixed messages around impeachment. The committee chairman, Jerry Nadler, telling my colleague Lawrence O'Donnell this.
We are, in fact, conducting an investigation, preparing to decide whether to recommend articles of impeachment to the House. Now, you can call that an impeachment investigation, you can call that an impeachment inquiry. Those terms have no legal meaning, but that's exactly what we're doing.
Joining me now is Teslin Figueroa, former National Social Justice Director for Bernie Sanders' 2016 campaign, and Boston Herald radio host Adriana Cohen, also a nationally syndicated columnist. Thank you both for joining me. All right, Teslin, I have to start with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's remarks that added to the confusion this week. Let's watch this and I'll get your reaction on the other side.
I support what is happening in the Judiciary Committee because that enables them to do their process of interrogation in their investigation, and I salute them for that work. Impeachment is a very divisive measure, but if we have to go there, we'll have to go there. But we can't go there unless we have the facts, and we will follow the facts.
All right, Teslin, what are Americans supposed to make of this?
That's a great question. I think me and a lot of Americans are trying to figure it out. You know, is it an investigation? Is it an interrogation, like she just said? Is it an inquiry? You know, by the time this is all said and done, we'll need impeachment for dummies. It is truly confusing. You know, you don't have all of the Democrats who are on board with this. You know, it's only 134 Democrats who, out of 235, you know, who are actually on board with this impeachment. And so Dems are going to have to make sure that if they strike, they cannot miss. You cannot afford to have everybody getting excited about something that's just not going to move forward. You know, through the House and through the Senate. So I think that they need to be really clear. You know, obviously Speaker Pelosi is still, you know, saying that this is something we shouldn't move forward with. We didn't mention it at all during the Democrat debates. And so I think people are just going to become increasingly frustrated if there's not any clear direction and leadership.
Adriana, any chances there's actually a strategy behind the Democrats' different talking points about impeachment?
Well, you know, I don't think they know what they're doing. I mean, it's no question about it that if Democrats move forward with impeachment, which they are, that it's going to mobilize Trump supporters. All those millions of Trump supporters that stayed home during the midterm election are all now going to awaken, and they're going to support this president 100%. As you know, Philip, the president has 94% support of the Republican Party. That's enormous. And if you look at his fundraising totals, he's killing it. I mean, the RNC and the GOP raised $105 million in the second quarter. So it's just going to mobilize his base, and it's going to make Democrats in vulnerable swing states, you know, they could be voted out of office. So there is definitely a risk for Democrats here politically that can't be underestimated.
All right, let's play what Ranking Judiciary Committee member Doug Collins is saying about all of this. Here he is on Thursday.
The Judiciary Committee has become a giant Instagram filter to make you appear that something's happening that's not. The difference between formal impeachment proceedings and what we're doing today is a world apart, no matter what the chairman just said.
All right, Adriana, what do you think he meant by that? Now, what difference would it make it more clear to Republicans? And what Instagram filter do you think he's talking about?
Well, basically what he's saying is that the House Judiciary Committee already can, you know, request documents and do an investigation without calling it an impeachment inquiry. They already have those tools at their disposal. The fact that they're talking about it and they're using the I word is to grab media attention. So that's what Rep. Collins was alluding to, that this is a lot of showmanship. But I think it's going to backfire on Democrats. The American people get to decide who is our president. And if voters don't want President Trump, they have a chance to, you know, not vote for him in the next election. So for Democrats to, you know, try and forcefully remove him for office, first of all, it's going nowhere. They're never going to get the 2/3 vote they need from Republican-controlled Senate. It's a total waste of time, and it's going to take away media attention from all the Democrat political candidates. It's going to hurt them directly because, you know, impeachment is going to take over the nation. It's going to gobble up all the oxygen in the room, and all those Democrat candidates are going to get ignored. That's going to hurt their campaigns.
All right, what do you think about that, Teslin? Do you think that the Judiciary Committee even has enough time to decide on articles of impeachment before the end of the year, or do you think it's going to be a problem if it spills into next year?
Probably not, but there's an Instagram filter that they probably should use, and it's the black and white filter. Be really clear. Is it black? Is it white? Are you moving forward? Are you not? Even though it's something tough to do, a lot of these representatives can't ignore their constituents who are asking them to move forward. So, of course, it is a political, it can be a political folly. But this is the thing. Trump voters are already mobilized. They've been mobilized from the moment that President Trump got in office. He has consistently campaigned year over year, day in, day out. So if they're mobilized to come after Trump, they're going to come after Trump. I don't know if this is going to make them come even more because they're committed to keeping President Trump in office. The question is, what will Democrat voters, how will they feel about their leaders? Are you going to move forward, poop, or get off the pot? It's just that simple.
All right, Teslin, Adriana, thank you so much for joining me this morning. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, Up with David.